I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. I would like to welcome Chira. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Mahalo, I'm Chiramoo. I am a milkmaid, VTuber, or MooTuber, if you will.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing the VTuber thing?
Since 2021.
So right after the
Yeah.
big everybody stay inside time.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that where you kind of picked up on? Did you pick up on VTubers during that time, or had you watched them before?
I didn't really know what a VTuber was. A lot of my friends were into VTubers, and they would show me like clips and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
From Hololive, but I personally had no idea what a VTuber was until I saw I didn't really get into it until I saw Code Miko.
Oh yeah.
And when I saw all of her technology and like what she was doing with her 3D model and how she was engaging with like her environment on her stream and how interactive all of her streams were, that chat could like literally appear like behind her as like Pepe's.
Yeah.
Like that's when I started getting into it.
So when you saw the potential of what it was still doing, still growing.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it is something else to see. I mean, and it just still continues to add new things to it. People innovate on their own, and there are other types of streaming and that sort of thing. So were you somebody that was a little tentative getting behind the mic, or had you done something like that before?
I was a face cam streamer back in 2018 for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was streaming to like one or two people back then, so it was I was really nervous about it, but it was something that I was interested in doing for a while.
Yeah.
But I didn't like showing my face on camera, so that there was that.
Yeah, and it always does seem that there's a little bit more comfort in having the model in front of you. A lot of people are saying that it actually allows them to be themselves more than they would normally.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah. And so you get a chance to let it all hang out a little bit, and not worry about somebody seeing you scratch your nose or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do secretly all the time. So
just stand in front of
free
camera.
to scratch me nose whenever.
So once you got going and got things started, and you started getting a little bit, the audience started getting a little bigger, and it wasn't the just a couple of folks that you were there before with it, and people started coming back. It's coming back for you. How did that make you feel, knowing that they were doing this because they enjoyed being around you?
It felt like I was starting like a small community. I think when I originally got into VTubing, what interested me most was the technology and like all the innovation that was happening. Because every time I'd be on Twitter and I'd see like something new that was happening in VTubing, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's really cool! I want to try that out sometime." When I actually saw people returning to my streams and like saying like kind of getting to know me, and I'm getting to know them a bit more, and when people come in and you like they'll have like a specific username, but they'll tell you their name, and like it's kind of special. It's like you're making friends.
Yeah.
Like it was really unexpected for me, especially since everyone is like not everyone is from my area. They're from around the world, and I'm just so like fascinated by being able to say that I have friends in Australia or I have friends in the UK, and that's really cool.
Isn't it though? I mean, the world is getting a lot smaller but bigger at the same time, and
Exactly.
yeah, it's easier to talk to somebody on the other side of the planet, but also the fact that you can talk to the other side of the planet makes your personal world bigger. In the meantime,
Yeah.
and I can tell you, back when I started with radio, back in the '80s, in radio, I'm an old person. Um, there would be no way. There'd be no way I could talk to. If I wanted to talk to somebody, say in Singapore, it would cost $1 million more just to get on the phone to talk to them. And then it would have sounded
Oh
terrible.
goodness.
And then they would have fired me for spending that much money on when I was 18 years old. but
Mhm.
but that's what kind of it gets me about this is now so many people get the chance to come on and show their talents, show what they do, show what they enjoy, and to be able to go on there and do that and have folks not just find out about you, but come back because they want to see more of you. That's got to be a
Yeah,
wind beneath your wings moment.
it really is.
Yeah.
It's really exciting because you see you see a lot of VTubers that get this opportunity to show off their talents that they normally wouldn't get to show off
Mm.
like without being a VTuber.
Oh yeah. So many folks who they've got singers and artists and instrumentalists and writers and um, people who can cook. Um,
Mhm.
Definitely not me in any of those categories, but they get a chance to show. So, and some folks have just amazing talents that, for one reason or another, we wouldn't get a chance to see. Whether it's just whether their living situation, or maybe they're having trouble physically to
Mhm.
get out and do things. That's such a huge part of it. As in to be able to see these folks start to bloom uh, in a public setting
Yeah, exactly.
is pretty amazing. Um, so for you, has it been that kind of a situation where you got a chance to do some things that without this technology you wouldn't be able to do?
Um, yeah, I would say that like being able to have the opportunity to sing in front of people,
Hmm.
like um I used to really be going to conventions a lot, and I used to go to conventions since probably like 2009.
Yeah.
And I started like volunteering and eventually joining um like panel groups where we could perform at conventions.
Hmm.
So I could be on stage then, but it's like a completely different experience, like preparing for concerts for VTubing,
Oh yeah.
because it's like you can perform and you don't have to worry about seeing people. So you can so you don't get that like nervous like
Yeah.
moment beforehand.
Oh, I know how that
Yeah.
goes. Yeah. All that time on radio, and I still didn't like to get in front of people. Um, I could do it with. I didn't care how many people were on the radio. I mean, it could be triple digits, maybe even four sometimes. And that was fine with me. But you put me in a room with 10 people, and no, no. Excuse me, I'm going to go in the other room and shout at you from there. Make it so much easier. Um, were you somebody who you wanted to get up and entertain folks, but being in front of somebody just wasn't a thing for you?
Yeah, I feel like I I don't know, I really like comedy and I really like I like performing for people. I guess I just have really bad social anxiety, so it's kind of a barrier.
Oh well, yeah, it can be. It can be, and certainly being able to do that, taking the step into this, knowing that you're already frightened by it, and that takes some courage, really does, and then to stick with it and not run yourself off of it. Like
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
put your toe in and say, okay, I know how to swim, and take off running. Or I don't have to get off the diving board now. I'm perfectly fine. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and it really seems like you're not only enjoying it that much, but you've absolutely embraced it.
Yeah, I really do love VTubing, and it's I actually I've been checking out your podcast a bit because I wanted to listen to a lot of episodes
Oh,
because
thank
I
you.
I don't know, I really love what you're doing
Oh, thanks.
with interviewing all sorts of different VTubers and giving them this platform to speak about their experiences. And I don't know, I love listening to people talk about how they got into VTubing and what they do and what they love about this community.
Yeah, it's so everybody's got different reasons and talents and backgrounds and the one thread that holds it together is VTubing somehow. Um, that's interesting to me. I don't know if it's interesting to a whole lot of other people, but the interesting part to me is all of these folks are getting together on a certain particular platform for so many different reasons, and yet it's still mostly a community.
Exactly.
And and I'm going to try to pick it apart and destroy it as much as I mean. I want to make sure that
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on,
oh
hold
oh
on.
no, let the cat out of the bag there. No,
I don't know if I can support that.
no, I just want to see folks do what they are enjoying themselves and maybe finding out some things about themselves they didn't know that they enjoyed doing.
hmm
Um, for you, maybe it's getting out in front of people and singing and entertaining and performing and now you found a way to do that with this. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, and I can tell you, anybody who sings in front of people on purpose has got a lot of courage, more than me.
for sure.
Yeah,
They definitely do.
yeah. I did. I've done karaoke a couple of times, and haven't been injured by anybody yet.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I've
Yeah.
dodged the thrown glasses and stuff pretty well. Get off the stage. Um, but it does it, that moment when you decide to turn the microphone on, added to the moment you decide to stay in doing it. That is a real defining moment for a lot of people. Would you say it was for you too?
I'd say it's funny because for whatever reason, before I actually turned on the mic and hit go live, like I recorded videos of like just because I wanted to document it. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really document the whole journey, but I documented like the first video and I was like, I want to be a VTuber.
Yeah.
And I didn't say why. I just said, I want to be a VTuber and I want to figure out how to do this. And that was the whole video. I was like, why didn't I say anything else? But okay. But when I hit go live, it wasn't an extraordinary day or anything like that. It was just a regular day. I was playing Nier Automata
Mhm.
and I just went live and there was one viewer, there was one chatter, and I was so excited about it. Um, and then I just kept coming back
Mhm. Yeah.
and I kept seeing this chatter and I was like, oh wait, they're returning?
Yeah.
This is you sure?
Yeah. You're. Excuse me. This is an Arby's. You know.
This is an
Yeah,
Arby's?
you're in the right spot. But to know that there are people now who are going to be waiting for you, um, that are putting their schedules around you, that will be there waiting for you when you come on. Going to Irium and doing things now. It's whereas it's a different ballpark. Um, some of the same rules, but a little different. And that sort of thing, you think it's changed how you deal with people as a whole?
A little bit. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think in a way, like being able to stream has made me a bit better with small talk.
Mm.
Although I've realized I already talk to myself a lot in just daily life. It made me more aware of that, if anything. But um yeah.
That's something to know
Yeah.
before somebody else figures it out. Boy,
Yeah,
you.
I think people do. They're like, did you say something? And I'm like, oh no, I'm just talking to myself. And I didn't recognize it, but now that I have it recorded, I know that I talk to myself a lot. So
You give yourself a complex by doing that. Am I
Yeah,
talking?
maybe just a little.
Am I
It's
talking to
okay.
somebody, or am I talking to myself? Start questioning every time you say something. Um, so, what brought you to trying Irium out?
I was really interested in the format of like there isn't a game to talk about. You're just having a direct conversation with anyone who comes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It
Also a couple of my friends were on there
yeah,
too.
yeah. But it's a different ball game, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a American football and Canadian football. There's a couple different. There's
Yeah.
some things different when you go on there. Um, you mentioned the conversation factor, where I am, I look at some folks who do both, the regular streaming and this, and and you tell me if I'm wrong on this, but if you're streaming on something like Twitch or YouTube, it's kind of like you and a an audience as a whole. And with
Hmm.
Irium, it's you and so many different individuals. Um,
Yes, it is.
yeah. How do you keep that track of that?
I think um for me, I feel like my audience is still pretty small on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still really similar in that I treat everyone as individuals on Twitch as well. So
Mm,
it's not like chat as a whole because it's easier in my mind to like just address everyone kind of individually. So
yeah,
it's not that much difference for me
yeah,
for Irium where it's individual. Like it's I think maybe if I had a bigger audience, I might have a different answer. Like I might be like, okay, how do I do this? Like it's I guess there'd be like a brain switch there, maybe. Maybe an
yeah,
Irium brain, a Twitch brain.
yeah. We got Twitch brain. I lost I lost that brain a long time ago. When mine twitches, I just like it's time to go to bed. turn that turn that thing off. Um,
Mhm.
with the Irium, you don't have a game up there. It's you and your wits and the folks who are coming to the stream. Have you been able to be um, agile enough to keep up with the folks in chat as you've gone along?
I would say so because my audience on Irium is pretty small too. So I think it's easier too, knowing that I'm not going to be recorded. I know that Irium has like they have the recordings like in the secret lockers or something, but I'm never going to have access to that.
Mm.
So I'm good like not knowing. No one else will know except for Irium staff, but I feel more free to talk about anything. So it's like I'm a little more silly on there. And without a game, usually I'll probably just be like drawing, or there'll even be times where I'm actually just eating dinner and just on Irium.
Yeah.
So
Well, if you'd end up doing one with one hand and one with the other, but I don't know how you'd hold the microphone. Um, it'd be kind of tough. The so are you an artist as well?
I am.
Oh,
I never post art though. Yeah.
you never post. You do it, but you
Art.
don't post it yet.
No, I don't post it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I've been really into drawing and art ever since I could hold a pencil, like
Ooh.
a lot of artists say.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Um, yeah.
did you study it or did you just learn on your own?
Yeah. Yeah, I was learning on my own for the most part when I was a kid, and then as I got into high school and college, I was studying it a bit more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to college, I was originally in graphic design, but I switched over to something that was more, it was still in like the art school, but it was like more multimedia,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of really lends itself to like streaming because there was we had in our major like motion capture,
Right.
video editing,
Yeah.
um, traditional art classes like painting and drawing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you got to basically all of the aspects. Pretty much, you got a chance to study a little bit of anyway. Um,
Yeah,
a little more.
exactly.
So with that, when you went into school and took those classes, was it a where they enhanced what you had coming in, or did they kind of tear you down before they started teaching you again? Because some folks get upset with that, and they kind of think that they're losing their individuality when they do something like that.
I feel like so the classes that I would say a little bit of both. I think like in the when you're the art kid in like high school, you're
Hmm.
like you're the person that does all the art for the group projects and
Oh
all that.
yes.
And then when you go to art school, you're the art kid amongst a bunch of other art kids.
Hmm.
So you're no longer that like the art kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so it did like it changed me a little in that aspect, but it opened up my mind to seeing that there were other artists out there, and it allowed me to like connect with more people who had the same interest
Mm.
and like want to improve as an artist.
Wow. Yeah.
So, because I could see my friends doing like this amazing art,
Mm.
and I could like it made me kind of aspire to something, and then I could also ask them for advice, and that was really cool.
You know, I guess I can relate to that a little bit because when I went to school for radio, um, and I went from the kid who always pretended that he was on the radio in high school and always talked like, but was annoying and talking like he was on the radio, to actually being on and having a lot of other people who felt the same way too. And um, maybe that helped out a little bit too, because then you get a little more comfortable, kind of like you're among your own kind a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of that before. Um, so it's their fault I went all those years and didn't make any money. It's a good thing I don't know where they are. I gotta get them for that. I wouldn't have any money to go after them anyway. Uh, but but here you had a chance to kind of let your guard down a little bit, and
Yeah.
yeah, and among other people who are doing the same thing. So you're kind of all jumping into the pool together.
Yeah, exactly. You're not the only one jumping into the freezing cold pool
Yeah,
of
yeah,
ice.
yeah. Or frozen pool and just bouncing off the top.
Yeah.
uh, so you mentioned that you haven't posted any yet. Um,
I I might have. I'm not sure. Like maybe a long time ago,
yeah,
because I
it,
haven't done art in a while.
yeah. Is it just you just don't feel comfortable with it doing it right now?
I think I feel like I've been away from it for so long. And, like I feel like I haven't drawn in such a long time
Mm.
that I'm like, can I still draw? Like, can I still do that?
Yeah, I guess it's
But
a.
yeah,
I have such little art talent that I don't know if people get out of practice with it or what. Um, when you're not good enough to even practice, you don't know how that is. All the art in the family goes. My wife does all the art, real art stuff. And between she and I, we average to even. So I
oh,
have none. She has a lot. It averages out. Um, so can you get rusty with the art?
I I think kind of. I
Huh.
think that there so my dad is who really inspired me to get into art because he was just such a wonderful artist.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't draw for a long time. And then seeing his sketches, him like sketch again lately, it's like he still has that great line control. He's still able to draw pretty well. I feel like his anatomy may be a little off these days, but I mean, that's something you can relearn. But I think it's still there, that ability
As we get
to
older,
see things and draw.
as all of us get older, our anatomy gets a bit off, no matter what you try to do. But I understand what you're talking about. But that must be
Mhm.
pretty fascinating for you to see him pick it up again and pretty much get right back on the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very similar to that. Like
yeah,
you don't really like forget how to ride a bicycle,
yeah.
once you learn.
It, that's true. That is true. I mean, I see folks, my age now pick up bicycles they haven't dealt with in a couple dozen years, and still, they're a little wobbly, but they can get from point A to point B as long as it's not like a 4 mile bicycle ride or anything. Uh, Um,
Yeah.
so you figure that there might be some time where you do an art stream sometime.
I sometimes do art streams digitally, but I'd really like to do like a hand cam
Mm.
art stream, and that's in the future someday.
Ah, that would be cool. I enjoy watching the art streams because I like seeing how different people diff, do these differently. The the techniques, the strategy, they'll do it this way, then this way, or if they're working with layers, or if they're working, they have the basic shapes and do it. I All of this stuff I can't imagine doing myself. I like watching other people do that, and the same thing with like a cooking show or something that people would do. I'm not a good cook. I once set fire to 2 toasters in 2 days. I'm
Two toasters in 2 days.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was banned from my parents' home from toast for at least a month after that. Didn't make a difference. We didn't have any toasters left. I'd set them on fire. Um,
Oh,
One of them was sitting in the yard when my mother came home.
was it
But
still on fire or?
no, no, it did. Thankfully, the bread had burnt completely out of it, and yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty unusable at that point. When you go back and you see just a little flame shooting out the top of the toaster, that's probably not a good
that's a
sign.
little alarming.
Yes.
How did you do that?
You know,
Do you recall?
it's I don't know. I just put the toast in and hit the button, and that. Now the second time it was a toaster oven, and instead of put toast, I put it on
Oh.
bake, which is not good. Don't do that because it does set it on fire eventually. Yeah, it'll do that. Um, so other than doing like a live camera stream, a hand cam stream with art, what other types of streams would you like to do that you haven't done yet?
Um, I'd really like to do a 3D stream with karaoke, like with a
Ooh,
stage and stuff. Like
yeah.
that's something I want to do by the end of the year.
Oh, by the end of the year, so you're getting so
Yeah.
that's have you
Might as well,
have you
there's time.
I mean have you got all the stuff to be able to do that?
I do. I have full body tracking, but I've never used it on stream before.
Oh,
I've just had it set up. Yeah.
oh, we're gonna there's a treat coming up then for everybody. Yeah, that's you got to be excited about that. I mean,
Yeah.
and how have you not done
Very
it yet?
excited. I'm nervous.
You
I guess like because I'm trying to figure out how to do the full body tracking without wearing the VR headset
mm.
because I think that'd be kind of cumbersome to sing in, but who knows? Maybe I might just end up doing that.
So somebody from the 50s watching somebody do one of those concerts in the tracking suit and VR. What in there, Sam? Or what are you doing? All you need is a microphone and a stage. What are you doing all that for?
Just-
So, how long have you been a singer?
I'm not a singer. I wouldn't identify as that. Like I love
Oh,
to sing.
yeah,
Um, I I was in choir when I was in elementary school, but
yeah.
I just recently got more into singing and vocal stuff. I because of VTubing, I started taking a vocal lesson class
Oh, cool.
because I wanted to get better at singing.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
well, you've got a
yeah, I
very unique voice. Um,
very unique.
yeah. Well, in a very good way. It's a very calming voice, and it's got a
Oh,
nice, rich tone to it. Um,
oh,
and I
thank
kind of want to
you.
hear how it sounds when you're singing. Um, I kind of get an idea, but some people when they sing, they sound completely different as how they talk. Um,
Hmm, it's
unfortunately, I
very
sound
true.
Unfortunately, I sound exactly the same. So
You don't sound bad, Eric.
no one is missing out. Believe me, I'm saving the world by not singing.
I don't agree.
Yeah, my wife would. Stop it! Stop singing in the car. The windshield's cracking. Stop. Um, but for you to kind of pick it up a little bit later indicates to me that maybe this is something you've been wanting to do for a long time.
It has been, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been something I've considered for a while.
Hmm.
I think I just was too nervous to actually pursue it because I was like, oh, like what use will that be? This isn't going to really help me career-wise or anything like that. So I think I just wanted to, like recently, I feel like I want to just improve on skills I've wanted to get better at for a long time,
Hmm.
just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nothing wrong with having fun, and just and you never know. I mean, you come on there and you maybe you'll get a chance to do like duets with folks, and this upcoming thing coming up in November, um, on Arium, that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun for you guys. Um,
I'm so excited about it.
yeah. So I need to talk to Celis here pretty soon and get them on here and talk about it. But um, so you're going to be a part of it.
Mm.
Do you know what you're going to do yet?
Yeah, we have all of our performances set up. I through that concert, it's I've I was finally able to. This is something I wanted to do for years, but I felt too nervous to ask people like, "Hey, do you want to sing with me? Do you want to do this cover with me?"
Yeah.
Like I I was just like, "Oh, I don't sing well enough. They're such a fantastic singer." Like, but I finally through this opportunity, I was able to like finally come up with the courage to like ask people to sing with me. So I'm really excited for our performances. I can't say what they are, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that they'll be everyone that's going to be participating in that concert has worked really hard. Celeste has organized it so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. You talk about somebody. If you want somebody to organize something, give it to Saris.
Exactly.
they're gonna
Yeah.
they're
Oh my
gonna they're,
goodness.
they're gonna put it all together and work their tails off doing it. That is coming
He's
up.
amazing.
Yeah, that's coming up on the 15th of November, um,
Yeah.
11 Eastern, 10 Central, and on the Pacific Coast, 8, which means that's 9 Mountain Time. And check it out around, the United States. You'll be able to hear all these folks, and there's going to be a few of them, a lot of them involved.
A
Uh,
lot
yeah,
of them,
yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna kind of test the systems, but I think it deserves to have a good testing. Um, and I want to hear how this is going, how this ends up. Um, for you and singing, if you had a chance to do a cover right now, is there a particular song that you would choose?
Um, hmm. If I, well, this is something that I want to build up to. Like, this
Hmm.
isn't,
Yeah.
uh, hmm. I think I would try to cover pretty much any song by Poppy.
Ah.
I can't do this currently, but I would really love to learn how to do like a metal scream. I think
Oh,
that would be mostly
yeah.
because I think it would be funny, but also I think it'd be really cool to have that ability.
You talk about somebody who's taken a first of all, anybody has seen and knows about Poppy knows that it is not exactly your A B C D E F G type of career path.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's gone all over the place, and um, she hasn't stopped going. I'll tell you that. She had a
yeah.
couple of songs out earlier, one of which uh, I actually like quite a bit. "Baby, Your Time Is Up," reminds me so much of the
Ooh,
'80s. Um, and
yeah.
and then going from there to the metal in the her voice going to the scream metal scream type stuff. That's pretty crazy. Now you're going to do that too. You want to try to do that?
That's my dream and for one day in the future. That is not a this year situation. That is a maybe years from now kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, you're going to go from
But
you're
yeah.
going to go from that lovely lilting voice to a ear screaming scream.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the goal. I want it to be surprising. I think that'd be really fun.
It would certainly be surprising. All right, that would make your karaoke's a little different. Kara-
Exactly. Yeah.
Karaoke slash jump scares.
No, I'm scared.
I can't even. I tell you, being in radio and having to take care of the voice for all that time, that just that just tenses all my muscles. Think about the effect that would have. You really have to work up to that because you could do some
Yeah,
damage.
exactly. That's why I feel like it will take me a long time to work up to that without damaging my throat.
Yeah, you can't just go straight through the vocal cords. You have to work around it and use it more as a reed than anything else. Because if you're just
Yeah.
using that, you're going to end up with something not working on the other side. Um, then the screen might be something. But
The scream might be something.
so are you a metal person?
I'm not actually. I'm not a
Oh,
metal person.
so what would you normally listen
I
to?
just um I I listen to pretty much anything, I'd say.
Mm,
A lot of J-pop,
mm,
a lot of a little bit of K-pop.
mm.
What would I'd say I listen to a lot of indie music. I think that's like bedroom pop, I think is the best way to describe it.
I understand. I understand that. I am being an old timer. I'm not that big into the super modern type stuff, but
Hmm.
there are some a few Japanese bands I liked. One of which was Pizzicato Five. Um, I did buy one of their albums. Enjoyed it immensely, and I also enjoyed the city pop stuff that came out.
Yeah, I love city pop.
Yeah, it's just very it it describes itself just with those two words. Um, and I don't
Yeah.
even care that I don't understand the lyrics. I
Yeah.
just have it on and listen to the back. It's in very many ways that it's come and metal has come up big over there too. Whew. Um,
Yeah, it has. What was it? A couple months ago, I went to a baby metal concert,
you did.
and that was really cool. It was so cool.
Now, would you at that age have been up on stage yelling and jumping around like that?
I wish. I wish.
I think it's amazing how they've fully embraced it and it's embraced them
Yeah.
too. It's that, but it shows you that there's always there's always innovations to be made, um, and that's true with anything, any type of entertainment, and the entertainment technology. You have now embarked with Irium after doing the other types of streaming too. You keep
Hmm.
expanding your base. You could be doing hopefully some hand cams in the future, that type of thing.
Hmm.
Um, what's on the big horizon for you? Do you have any super big plans in the future?
Super big plans? Hmm.
Top secret plans?
I'd say top secret plans.
Yes.
Like this is one of those. Well, okay. I have two really out there plans. So
Okay.
one is to build a giant mech. Two,
Well,
two, maybe
will.
pilot it, maybe that, and then two, um, become a voice actor
Oh,
in something, in anything.
yeah.
One of them is more likely than the other. Probably the voice actor thing is less likely than the build a giant mech, but That's okay. That's
I, you say that, but I can tell you for absolute fact that I have had at least one person that I've interviewed take a blind audition that they didn't even know who they were auditioning for, and ended up with a lead role in the English dub of an anime.
wow. What?
Um, and Admiral Trina,
That's amazing.
um, and
Oh yeah, she's in Love-chu.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, she's something else. Um,
she
and
really is.
and there's you can find some of her stuff on YouTube all the time, and and she's got a tremendous voice. She did that, ended up with the lead role in that Deer one that came out.
Yeah, Noko-tan.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. My
she
dear
was
friend.
she was the deer in the
Yeah,
English dub, and that she got that off a blind audition. So you know,
that's incredible.
take the chance because you've got, I said, you've got a very good instrument there, and someone's going to want that.
Oh, thank you.
Do it now, do it now.
And do it.
But take the chance because you never know who's going to what. You never know what project is out there that could use your voice for something. Um,
Yeah.
and I say your voice is unique, but it's unique in a very good way. Um,
Ah,
very
mm,
very listenable and very comfortable. And
I'm really glad.
yeah, and folks when they tune into you, I can see why they're coming back. Uh, for your
Oh,
personality and for that as well. It's very easy to talk with you, and I'm really glad you were able to come on with me. And I wish you all the luck in the world with the festival coming up. You've got less than half a month.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's coming up fast.
The foot starts tamping on the ground. Little nervous thing going on. The microphone starts
Yeah,
shaking. Uh, uh,
it will happen.
well, when it does, and that the last note goes and you're done with it, the thrill you're going to have is going to be amazing.
Yeah. It's gonna be a wonderful time and a wonderful feeling.
And the potential audience is huge,
It
huge.
really is.
Yes, I mean
Yeah.
more than a lot more than a venue. Um, that's something
Mm.
too with all the VTubers is that your potential audience is 90% of the world.
Yeah.
If whoever has a phone or a tablet or something can tune into you, has that ever struck you after you turn the microphone on that the person or persons that are in your chat are standing upside down from you and don't speak your language very well?
Sometimes I think someone came in from Brazil once and they're like, I'm from Brazil. And I was like, wait, wait, hold on. It just like hit me like a truck. Like I realized like, wait, there are people that are from outside the States that
Yeah.
are gonna come into your chat. Like
Oh yeah, yeah. I've talked to some folks
I
from Brazil
yeah,
too. And they've got a nice community down there that's working. Chile has got a few,
yeah.
and of course all over the East Asia and the Pacific. There's a lot of folks, in Europe, and
Mhm.
it's just been amazing. And I can really tell just by talking with you that you don't regret this one bit. That this has really opened up a giant world for you, and a lot of things are
Yeah.
and and I don't know if there's been a second that you haven't been smiling as you've talked to me here. I can just hear it. But that means to me how much that you really enjoy this, and again, you've embraced it. It's embraced you, and it's a really good mix and a matchup for you. What would you be doing if you weren't able to do this?
Um, I don't know what I'd be. I might be if I wasn't able to do, I'm like,
You'd build that giant mech,
hmm. I might be like, I don't know, I might be programming or something. I'm not
yeah,
really sure.
and
I don't really know what I'd be doing.
you'd be programming that giant mech and
Bro,
attacking the East
bro, yeah,
Coast.
I'd be building my Mac. That's what I would be doing if I
Well,
wasn't doing this. See, I'm Because I am here, because VTubing exists, we don't have Gundams, and that's unfortunate, but it's okay. It's a worthy sacrifice.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I thank you so much for coming on, Char. It's just been
Thank
great
you so
talking
much
with
for
you.
having me, Eric.
And the folks from Love-chu, I've talked to a lot of folks from there, and now a lot of folks from Miriam too. And to be able to talk to both at once is pretty amazing. um,
They're all so wonderful, yes.
yeah. Well, add yourself to that. You're pretty wonderful yourself.
Oh,
And hopefully we'll talk to you again soon. And remember, folks, November 15th is that first year festival for the
mhm.
folks at Irium, and I'm sure we'll get Sarah on before that to talk about that in some manner
Mhm.
between now and then. Thank you again so much. Good luck with the Gundam, and and then just keep shining. We do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.